guys, how are you all today? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to go back and do a monthly favorites, and this isn't like a monthly favorites, it's just a video that I wanted to film because there were a lot of things I wanted to talk about, and I was thinking, should I do this on stories? Should I do this like as a video on YouTube? And then I thought, you know what, I used to do monthly favorites back in the day, and then I stopped for some reason, and so I was really interested in making a video right now. It feels really nice to be back in this setup and be filming. So in today's video, I'll be showing you things that I really liked and things that I've gone ahead and bought again. I'm filming here after I think 3 or 4 months. The birds are chirping, people are honking on the street, and even after noise reduction, that noise doesn't really go away. So I forgot how difficult it is to film like this, but all said and done, I did miss this. Also, since we've all kind of been at home, I didn't really feel like doing any makeup, so I'm not wearing any makeup, no foundation, no blush, no lipstick, no mascara, nothing. This is just as bare as it could be. And the thing is, like, to be honest, there was no reason. I just did not feel like doing makeup. So कई बार नहीं करता मन makeup करने का, and I was just thinking, why am I forcing myself to put on makeup when I really just want to let my skin breathe for some time? So there we are. And I feel like, you know, this should be acceptable, it should be okay, because who in their right minds does makeup every single day on a regular basis? Nobody does that, so this should be fine. Alright, on with the video. I got a bunch of stuff from Bath & Body Works. Surprisingly, Bath & Body Works is not in London, so I really wanted to stock up on my favorite candle, which is the Rose Vanilla Love candle. This is the aromatherapy candle, and this was out of stock for the longest time. So basically, they changed the packaging, they changed the fonts and everything. So I think that's why this took time to come out, and maybe that's why it was on hold. But I got 2 of these, one for Delhi, one for London. It is slightly expensive, and I feel like in general their candles are on the expensive side, and the reason most people choose to go back is because of the packaging. Yes, it's great, but and I go back as well, but every time I buy from Bath & Body, whether it's a candle, whether it's a hand soap, whether it's a body lotion, whatever, every time it sort of pinches me a little, because I just feel like, why does this stuff have to be so expensive? Packaging is fine, like, it's great, I know, but even then, you know. So I got this one. This is Rose Vanilla, and then I got another one for my friend. This is Mahogany Teakwood. Now this is the high intensity candle, which means it's really strong when it comes to the fragrance. I think these candles are for 2500, but because they last me an entire year, I don't mind. And they also have 3 wicks, so the entire thing is kind of, it works for me, but even then I do agree completely that it is on the higher side. So this has this really strong manly fragrance, and it's something that would work really well if you're gifting it to a guy. It just smells like this really nice English cottage with wood burning, things like that. Like, it takes you there mentally. Again, the color is such that you can place it with anything and it will look good, because a lot of these candles, like, I know their Christmas collection was really bright. It had reds and it had greens, and those ones are just like very specific to the festive season, and even their Diwali collection. But these ones are their signature fragrances, and their aromatherapy range is really good. I never believed in aromatherapy and all of that, but then I bought this one. This is their Sleep, again, aromatherapy body wash, and this has lavender and vanilla, again 2 fragrances that I really like together. Even the candle has vanilla. I've been using their Comfort body lotion as well, which is really great. That has vanilla and patchouli. So basically the common note in all of these is vanilla. Just really soothing, very calm as a fragrance. Now this one is lavender vanilla. Again, this was out of stock because they were probably changing the packaging. I think this is for $13.99, which is okay again, because this lasts me like at least 4 or 5 months if I use it every single day. But because I keep switching between body washes and soaps, this works for about like 6 or 7 months, so I'm good that way. Now this says sleep, you can use it whenever, but I like to use it before going to bed. I usually have like a very hot water bath before going to bed, and then I wear my comfy PJs and I'm off to sleep. So this is the one that I use, and if you want to get your hands on this, I will paste the link down below. This also has essential oils. It has all of those goody things. So if you want to indulge in some pampering, some self-care products, I would highly recommend a body wash from Bath & Body. They have sage, they have vanilla, they have like all of these different fragrances for different purposes. If you want something for comfort, you can get aromatherapy comfort. If you want sleep, if you want love, so all of these different ones. But again, really depends on the kind of fragrance that you are interested in. Next up, I got a hand wash. This is the Crisp Morning Air hand wash. I tried this once when I visited a friend of mine. She had that at her place, and Oh my god, I was just in love with this hand wash. Like this fragrance, I haven't opened it. I want to take it back to London. It doesn't say how much this was for, but I'll leave the price on the screen. And the expiry is 3 years, so it works really well. I mean, obviously you're going to use this in 3 years. It has this really fresh fragrance, and early on in the morning, that's something that I'm really looking forward to. So it's gentle foaming hands. So the one I'm using in London at the moment is the Rose hand wash from Marks and Spencer, which again is really good, but this one is just a total game changer. And I feel like with fragrances, they put you in a good state of mind almost instantly, so I don't mind investing a little bit in them. So that's it from Bath & Body Works. I wanted to talk about this serum that I got from The Ordinary. I've spoken about this in a previous video as well, but I really wanted to touch upon that even here. So this is their Marine Hyaluronics Serum, and it's really lightweight. It's basically like water. You just take a few drops and then you kind of just pat it over your face, and oh my god, this is instantly refreshing. It just feels like somebody's put like really precious water on your face that's going to solve all of your problems in life. It just feels like it's so calming, it's so lightweight, it's not sticky, it's not greasy, it's how a good serum should be that actually does the job. And it's helped so much with acne as well, and in general just gives your skin that nice glowing feeling. I'm not saying brightness, I'm not saying lightness, I'm saying glowing, because it literally makes your skin feel so nice, and your skin's texture also starts improving in the long run. I've been using this. I'm down a bottle. I need to get more. I've tried the salicylic face mask as well. That is also really great. It's something that I use maybe once in 2 weeks, but these are the products that I've stuck to. I've tried a bunch of other things here and there, but these ones are like the OG products that are my staples now. Now, when I came from London, that was a very spontaneous trip. I booked my tickets 2 days before the flight, and long story short, I didn't get a lot of time to pack. I will talk about the entire story maybe on Instagram someday or maybe in another video, but I was packing literally in half an hour. So for some reason, I forgot to keep my face cream in the bag, and so when I came here, I went to my nanny and I was like, do you have any face cream? And she gave me this, and this is NIVEA's Soft Light Moisturizer. Maybe I've used this in the past when I was a kid, but of late, you know, once you start getting into so many products and you start trying out all these fancy products, you lose touch of these things. And when I used this, I just felt like there's no going back to anything fancy. All of those moisturizers and creams that I've tried in the past, they're good, but there are certain OG products that will always be super affordable. They will do what they promise, what their claims are. So this says it's light, which it is. It's soft, it gives fresh and soft skin, and it's a fast absorbing formula. All of that is absolutely true. And I was just like, why do we sometimes move to all these really fancy products when we have such good products that we have been using since childhood? And I think, again, like, experimenting is one thing, but in general, these products just are so good. Also, NIVEA is in general super affordable. This I think is for 185 rupees. Lasts a long time. The tub is great. Of course, they don't put a lot of thought into packaging, but I don't mind as long as the end product is good and it's doing what it says. So this, of course, is really light. Like I put it right now, doesn't feel greasy, doesn't feel really thick on my skin, just really lightweight and really good. I love that it's got a very light fragrance. It's not a lot, so all in all, works really well for me. Again, I will leave the link to this down below as well. You can check it out. It's very lightweight. So if you've got oily skin and if you're looking for something that's really nice, gentle, soft on the skin, this is something you should try. Speaking of skincare products, I've also been trying out the Neutrogena oil-free face wash. I ordered this about 3 months ago, but then I shifted and I didn't ever use this. I came back and I've already used this much, and I can tell you this again is really gentle on your skin. For anybody who has really sensitive skin and acne-prone skin, I would highly recommend this. Again, it's not very expensive, it's really affordable. I saw this on Nykaa. They had a great deal going on where you could basically get this pouch free if you order, I think, this or maybe anything above a certain value from Neutrogena. And I didn't really use this when I went there, but I used this bag a lot. I use this for all my like go-to skincare products when I'm traveling, at the airport, if I want to brush, if I want to wash my face, in flight, this pouch is always with me. With the other tubes, you have to throw them once the face wash is over, but this you can refill with hand soap or with Dettol or whatever, and you can keep it. We usually keep Dettol in these, so like a typical Indian family, we reuse everything. Now onto the makeup segment. I got the Too Faced Hangover sample that they have, so like these 3 samples that they give, and I've been using this and it's really good. It's got this really light formulation. Again, in all my products, the first thing I look for is if it's lightweight or not, because if it's thick, my skin just doesn't really go along very well with that. So This is really lightweight. It does the job really well. So I usually put it here and on my nose and forehead, and then I go over with my makeup. And these days, instead of foundation, I'm sticking to my CC cream from Acne. For those of you who've been here for quite some time, you know that is the only product that I used throughout college, maybe even after college. And then of course I used foundation when there were like big events, but on an everyday basis that CC cream would just do the job. So I'm going back to my CC cream because foundation just feels really thick on my skin again. And I feel like if you're not going out somewhere to an event or something, you can do with just like basic layers. You don't need a full face all the time. And those of you who want to do that, you do you, but for me, just a light layer works well. So this is what I tried. It says it's got coconut water, probiotic based ingredient and skin revivers, and it's silicone free. So if you want to try this, you can. I'm going to go ahead and get a bigger bottle from duty free because you get great discounts. So then I got this perfume. Now this was an indulgence. I was really eyeing this perfume and I was really just thinking in my head, when do I get it? How do I get it? From where do I get it? So as I said, my India trip was very spontaneous. I had never traveled alone before and I was super scared. In my head, I wanted to be here. I wanted to meet my family and friends in India. But internally, I was just like, how am I going to do this on my own? Like I've never, I've traveled a lot with mom. I've traveled with my family, but on my own alone, never. And so I said to myself, if you're able to make it after the security point, and if you're able to, if everything's sorted and you're comfortable and you're ready to go on the flight, there's been no hassle, you reward yourself with something from the duty free. It was just positive encouragement for me at the time. So when I made it past security, I was just thinking, okay, what can we get from duty free? I saw chocolates, I saw perfumes, all of that was there. So I went to the perfumes counter and I'm smelling all these perfumes, and this was just something that I would keep going back to. I would smell like a bunch of other ones, go back to this. So eventually this is what I got. I checked the price on Nykaa. It was I think 7,500, but at Heathrow duty free this was for 5,000, so I ended up getting it from there. This is the perfume that I have been using since the last 2 weeks on a day-to-day basis, and I really like it. It's got this really nice floral fragrance. It's got jasmine, it's got a few other floral fragrances that slowly unfurl, and it's also got this really Indian floral fragrance to it, which is not the traditional Indian floral fragrance. It's a very modern fragrance, if that makes sense. It's got that ethnic spirit, but it's also got that very modern and very classy vibe to it, as well as really floral notes. So it's just something that makes you feel like you're sitting in a garden full of flowers. This comes in 2 sizes. This is the smaller size because I wasn't sure if I'd really be into it, but I am. So I might go ahead and buy the bigger one when I am going back there or whenever this finishes. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about was this mascara. This is on popular demand, by the way. A lot of you guys have been asking where I get my mascaras from. The only mascara that I have been using since the last 2 years is the L'Oreal Paris Superstar False Lash Mascara. This basically has 2 sides. One is the primer and one is the actual mascara. So the primer side acts basically like a face primer does. It protects your lashes and it coats your lashes really well. So when you put the actual black mascara, it goes on so perfectly and it gets really nice and thick. So your eyelashes look really thick, really voluminous, really long. Both sides, when you use together, they work really well. If you just want to use the mascara, you can, but the primer side protects your lashes really well and coats it really well. So I usually use an eyelash curler and then I go ahead with the primer and then with the actual mascara. So it's a 3-step process. It doesn't really take a lot of time. It just sounds a little complicated, but it's just something that works really well. If you're looking for a really good mascara for really long lashes, like my lashes literally touch my eyebrows, it's that good. So if you're looking for a great mascara, I will leave the link down below. It's available on Nykaa. This is my second mascara, I think, so it does last about 6 months, after which I get a new one. And even in general, even if the product hasn't finished, it's still good to get a new mascara because it's something very close to your eyes and you don't want to damage your eyes in any way. This is my second mascara. I have been using these 2. I am very loyal when it comes to this mascara. So if you want to get your hands on it, the link is down below. And that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I always enjoy talking about my favorite products. So depending on your likings, your needs, your wants, your budget, you can invest in products accordingly. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and leave your comments down below, letting me know what other videos you want to watch. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel because we do make a lot of these videos. Once I'm back in London, I will be making a lot of vlog videos as well. One last thing before I leave, I do go live on Instagram very often. My profile is right here on the screen, so come join us over there as well. We have a lot of chit chat over there, and I'm going to see you next time. Till then, bye-bye.